When a red cricket ball makes contact with the middle of a bat at 100 miles an hour, there's no time to calculate probabilities. International cricket is explosive, high stakes, and unforgiving. Online, that intensity fuels a constant tribal debate. Fans and analysts are locked in a struggle to determine who carries more value between modern cricket's two greatest anchors. Virat Kohli is the aggressive generational chase master, a player whose career is defined by high-energy finishes. Babar Azam is the elite classical accumulator, representing pure, steady consistency at the top of the order. This side-by-side comparison of their batting averages shows why the debate is so heated. In the one-day format, both players average roughly 50 runs per innings. On paper, it looks like a mathematical tie. But if the basic math suggests they are equal, why do advanced analytics and the global consensus favor one so heavily over the other? To find the answer, we have to look past the surface-level average. We need to audit their functional impact using their strike rate architecture, their pressure metrics, and away records. Because relying solely on a batting average creates a statistical mirage, it can hide the true match-winning value of a player's performance. In the shortest format, the most critical metric isn't how many runs you score, but the strike rate architecture, how quickly you score them. Every T20 innings has a finite number of deliveries. A dot ball creates an immediate mathematical deficit. If an opener survives the power play without rotating the strike, the required run rate climbs. This chart contrasts boundaries against singles and dot balls. Babar Azam's classical stroke play results in a high percentage of dot balls. While his average is exceptional, his 130.15 strike rate creates a ripple effect. The batters following him must score much faster to compensate. Kohli approaches the format differently. He has developed a deliberate, aerial power-hitting game specifically designed to punish fast bowling and accelerate the score. This scatterplot maps their sixes per innings. The gap is measurable. Kohli averages 1.07 sixes per innings, nearly double Babar's 0.6. Aggression naturally carries a higher risk of dismissal, but that risk is a mathematical necessity for teams chasing down totals of 180 or more. In modern T20 cricket, a high batting average built on singles is a strategic liability if it fails to convert into match-winning boundary acceleration. But strike rates are only half the story. The ultimate proving ground for any batsman is Test cricket, specifically hostile overseas conditions. In the international game, SENA countries, South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia, are the pinnacle. Their bouncy pitches ruthlessly expose any technical flaw. This world map highlights those four nations. The glowing number, 41.54, is Kohli's average across 3,700 runs in these territories. He has maintained that elite level outside the familiar pitches of the subcontinent. South African pitches offer a steep, erratic bounce. Succeeding here requires a total adjustment in footwork and timing compared to playing at home. The immense physical and mental toll of constantly altering your technique leads to high-profile slumps, as we have seen in Kohli's career. It is the cost of sustained aggression abroad. Babar Azam operates under a different tactical weight. As his lineup's primary anchor, the cost of his dismissal forces a more risk-averse style. Because his team relies so heavily on his presence at the crease, he often adopts a highly conservative approach to ensure he isn't out early. These differing pressures dictate their outputs. Babar plays conservatively to protect the innings. Kohli plays aggressively because he is tasked with chasing down massive targets. However, playing purely for survival inherently limits the maximum score a team can realistically achieve. A player's individual statistics are built on the reliability of the men batting around them and the soil they stand on. If you were building a team from scratch, how would you value these two players based on the data we've audited? This radar chart maps 5 metrics: consistency, high-pressure execution, Senna dominance, power hitting, and longevity. When overlaid, there is a measurable gap. While tightly matched on consistency, Kohli's footprint is significantly larger across clutch execution, power hitting, and Senna dominance. If you prioritize pure volume, aesthetics, and top-order stability over a bilateral calendar, Babar Azam is an elite investment. But for high-leverage ICC knockouts and hostile run chases, Kohli's higher boundary percentage and strike rate provide a clear advantage in winning matches under pressure. The data draws a final ruling. Babar Azam is a world-class accumulator. Virat Kohli is a generational match winner. Babar is playing the role of a stabilizing anchor, but Kohli took that same level of consistency and weaponized it, showing that you can be reliable without ever losing the aggression that actually wins the game.